So here's part 4 of being in the care system. As days went by, it was the same. I would throw up my food, would stay in my room and kind of like just sit on my Blackberry. Then after a while, I started to get more comfortable with them. I'd sit downstairs, watch a bit of TV with them, and then probably go straight back upstairs. Then one day, the lady foster carer, so she did like as a job, she did hair and beauty. She worked in a salon and she also worked from home, self-employed. And she would do my hair and nails for me, which I really enjoyed. It's quite therapeutic. And then the man foster carer, I think he worked as a postman. No, yeah, he did. He worked as a postman at the time. But then, I think after a while, I then had to start going back to school. Now, this wasn't my first school. The first school was a whole different situation to this other school. So in this school, I'm not going to mention schools either. When I went back, and I'm not going to mention the people's names and stuff. When I went back to school, which I hated, bear in mind, I hated. I had people asking me, did I have a boob job? Where did I go? Where did all my weight go? Who are them people bringing me to school and picking me up? Why can't I come out after school? Etc. There were so many things getting questioned. And I just felt overwhelmed and I couldn't be in the classroom, so I stopped going to the classes. I would just go and sit up at the field and probably smoke a fag or hide in the toilets. Self-harming. Everywhere I went around school, I felt like everyone was just talking about me. And even if they wasn't, I felt like they was. And then I started self-harming at school even more. As people would go around calling me a slut, I must have got some rich man to pay for my boob job. Bear in mind, guys, I've never had a boob job. These are real. There was at one point, there was a bet going around to see who would get with me first. There was a rumour that I slept with someone, but I actually didn't. And I would beg the carers not to make me go back to that school, but I had to, and then I still refused to go to my lessons. So it got that bad, I actually overdosed in the school toilets. And the next thing I remember about that was a load of paramedics around me and teachers, and I was rushed to the hospital. I then said to both the foster carers, if you make me go back there, I will run away. So I took some time off school and did work from home for a while. I then went and done some work in the lady foster carer's workplace, which I really enjoyed. However, a rule was made of a night time, which I hated. Really hated. I would have to leave my phone in the hallway on charge and wasn't allowed it until the morning. Yeah, shit, right? Me and the foster carers would now start to argue quite a lot. And I just want to clarify this. Also, it wasn't just me and the foster carers who lived in the house. There was also another male, which was the lodger. So we would just refer him as the lodger. But we would hardly see him anyway. So that was the end of part 4. Thank you for watching, and as again, I will say this again, if you are struggling with similar situations and need support, please do reach out and get your support. I am here if you need to talk. I'm more than happy to help you, give you advice and support you through what you're going through. In the next part, it can be quite triggering to people. This is where it started to get worse. So stay tuned for part 5.